All right, welcome to the City of Board meeting for Tuesday, March 5th. Abby, please call the roll.
Mr. Emmerich?
Here.
Mr. Harrelson?
Here.
Mrs. Anderson?
Here.
All are present.
All righty. First order of business is to approve the minutes from February 6th. Is there any additions, deletions, or comments about those previous minutes? Hearing none, I'll take a motion to approve.
So moved.
And is there a second?
I'll second.
All right. All those in favor say aye.
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 Minutes approved. Jumping into our reports, Mr. Drake.
Good afternoon. Nothing to add to my report. I do have some updates for the board. One, at the last meeting, it was asked where we were with the North Market softball field project, the bleacher seating area. That has moved along. The foundation is now completely in. They have started to backfill the area with gravel to prepare for concrete. That was going to happen, I believe, today, but it's got pushed out now with the weather. So still possible that this week concrete would be poured, and then they'd be moving forward with railing and so forth, and then getting the area backfilled and ready to seed. So that project, thankfully, is moving forward. Also, an update on pickleball courts at Duke Park. We started to receive inquiries for the timeline for that project. I just reached out to Lauren today, so hopefully we'll get something on the website. Just to update people, the renovation project is underway. We hope to have things wrapping up by early May. So it's a whole process right now of getting ground sleeves in for the new posts. We also have some fence work to be done, and then that will all wrap up before the asphalt plant opens in April. So we'll get the asphalt company in April, and then we have to let the court sit for 2 to 3 weeks to cure before it can be coated. So it's kind of a process, but things are moving forward, and really hoping on an early May deadline for that, or completion. And then also the Duke Park toddler playground. The old playground has been removed. We've taken delivery on the new, and I'm told the contractor will be here next week to start installation. Should be about a week-long process to get the new equipment in. So all of those are underway.
Awesome. Softball lights, what's the update on that?
Yeah, so I believe council did approve to enter into a bid agreement. So we've got specs to go out, and I imagine that'll be on Bid Express fairly soon.
Okay. And then just looking through the work orders, a lot of tree trimming, things like that is going on right now. So I noticed that you are cut down a lot of trees at the parks and all that kind of stuff. So I just want to see what the process was there.
So obviously that we were really consumed the last couple of months with tree work. Things have moved along really well. You're going to notice a lot of larger trees. Those were Siberian elms removed in Community Park. Have received some questions on those. Those had been infected with Dutch elm disease and had been declining for quite some time, so we did get those out. We are just about within a week of wrapping up tree work, and then we'll be next week actually softball practices, baseball, soccer fields will be painted, and we'll pretty much be weather permitting into our spring season for the most part. And it looks like we're going to be mowing grass probably this year sooner than we ever had. So, yeah, we're in definitely a transition time right now.
Okay. Any other questions for Mr. Drake? Mr. Seiler?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I don't have anything else to add to my report. We'll discuss the door as part of new business on the agenda.
Okay. Any questions for Mr. Seiler? Mr. Boer?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Nothing specific to add, just that, we are kind of like Jeremy, getting ready to ramp up in terms of course maintenance, so we will be bringing in part-time staff probably within the next 2 to 3 weeks, and we've already done a little bit of mowing here and there, mowed greens twice already, and we'll be probably looking to start mowing fairways within about a week and a half to 2 weeks, and then it won't be long before kind of daily mowing will begin. So things are going well, and it seems to be starting earlier and earlier as time goes on.
And we have, this is the first week of tee times, is that correct?
That's correct. So January and February were first come, first served months for us, and then we started taking tee times March 1st. And then we will, our indoor league play continues for one more week beyond this week, and then March 18th is when we'll move our pro shop operations back into the actual physical pro shop. So we are pretty close there to kind of being back into the swing of things.
Okay. And then we've gotten a lot of interest in the Golf Advisory Board. We have one position to fill, right, on that?
One position, correct.
Okay. And we'll update on that. Do you think next meeting probably have that wrapped up?
Yeah, I'm just kind of waiting for a few more possible entries to submit online, and then we'll make a decision hopefully by the next meeting.
Okay. Any questions for Mr. Boer? Alrighty. I don't have anything from the Planning Commission, so we can jump into new business here. First item is to provide a recommendation to council authorizing Treasure Island use agreement on June 22nd and August 3rd, and the temporary activation of DORA on June 22nd, July 4th, and August 3rd. Is that you, Mr. Seiler?
Yes, so if you recall, last month, the board had recommended to council to activate the temporary DORA at Treasure Island Park for the dates of June 22nd and August the 3rd. In addition to that, we'd like to also have that recommendation include the July 4th date, which also is inclusive of a concert event down at Treasure Island Park.
Okay. So we're just adding the date of July 4th, is that correct? Or is
Correct.
Okay. Does the board wish to take any action on that?
Move to approve as requested.
And is there a second?
I'll second.
All right. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any noes? Nope. Motion approved. Abby, anything else on that one? Okay. Next one is the recommendation to council for the requested portion of DORA temporary activation boundary for the 2024 Troy Strawberry Festival. Is that you too, Mr. Seiler, or is that going to be Mr. Titterington, or?
I'm not sure who.
Okay.
DORA temporary application?
Temporary application for DORA for Strawberry Festival. Is there anybody who wants to speak on that, or? You walked right in, yeah.
Good timing.
Look at that, look at that.
It's a request to add that to the list along with the other two. We are going to do something a little bit bigger this year, coinciding with the Troy Foundation's 100th year. It'll have a kind of a different quality, a different maybe demographic band involved. Still, of course, encourage all families to come, but we just thought last year, I'm sorry?
Strawberry.
4th of July?
I'm sorry, no, I was talking 4th of July, you're right. Yeah, Strawberry Festival, they just want to do the same thing as they've done.
Same thing that we've done in the past, last year.
It's no
right?
biggie. Sorry, I thought you were talking about Troy.
No.
See, I just walked in.
Does the board wish to take any questions from Mr. Titterington?
Move to approve as requested.
I will second.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion approved. All right. Next, we're going to get to the recommended planning, to the Planning Commission, a positive recommendation to accept the private open space and for the proposed reserves of the Cliff Oaks subdivision. Austin, is that you?
Yes, sir. So we received an application for a new subdivision called the Reserves at Cliff Oaks. This will include 136 buildable lots with 10.227 acres of green space, which is about 17% of the development. The applicant is requesting to provide private open space that is maintained by the HOA instead of public parkland or fees in lieu of. In the middle of the development, you'll see a .977 acre private park that will include a playground and open space. On the north side of the development, a walking trail is proposed around the detention pond on lot number 140. Both of those are private and will be maintained by the HOA. I provided you two exhibits here. One outlines the development as a whole, where you'll see the park right in the middle and then the walking trail on the north side. On Exhibit B, I'm also showing the distance to the public park that's undeveloped in Edgewater. That's about 380 feet away from this subdivision. Staff is recommending the acceptance of private open space to be maintained by the HOA instead of public parkland due to the following. Edgewater Park is located 380 feet away and could be developed to be an asset for both subdivisions. The comp plan states that Troy has nearly 5 times the recommended park acreage, and the park department staff does not want to maintain more additional inventory of public parkland. And that'll conclude my report.
So, any questions here, for Austin? Does the board wish to take some action on this? Make a positive recommendation?
Move to make a positive recommendation to the planning commission for the acceptance of the private open space as requested.
And I'll second that. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion approved. Is there any other, business to come before the park board? If not, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Meeting adjourned. Thank you.